using the factor theorem to factorize 6x cubed plus 17x squared plus 4x minus 12 completely. This question has appeared in the ICSE 2020 examination. Right? So we've been given the value of f of x, which is 6x cubed plus 17x squared plus 4x minus 12, right? And they've asked us to use the factor theorem to factorize this completely. However, they've not given us any divisors, unlike in the previous sums that we've solved so far. So here, let's just think back to the factor theorem. Let's just, here in my rough work, let's think back to the factor theorem, right? So suppose if we've been given f of x and we were told we are dividing it by the polynomial x minus a. If we were told that x minus a is a factor, if you guys remember, we would say that the remainder which is given by f of a would be equal to 0, right? Here what we need to actually do is first we need to in a way figure out what could the value of a be, right? We need to find the value of a and then hence say therefore x minus a is a factor. What I mean is we need to figure out at what value of x at what value of this x, when I substitute that into this equation, when I substitute this into this expression, will the value of f of x become 0 at what value of x? And for that we need to do it by trial and error, right? So the range of this value generally is from -3 to 3. So the values could range from, the potential values are -3, -2, -1, 1, 2 and 3. Out of these 6 values, one of them will definitely be our answer. It could be at least one of them will definitely be the answer. The more you practice, the better you'll get at guessing what it could be. Like over here, if I had to guess, I could see there are all positive terms, more positive terms, so I wouldn't select any of the positive numbers. -1 seems a bit too small. I have a feeling it could be -2, so let me just check that. For x equal to -2, I could say f of -2, right, is equal to 6 into -2 cube plus 17 into -2 square plus 4 into -2 minus 12, right? Now let's solve this one. 6 into -2 cube, -2 cube is -8, 6 into 8 is -48, right? Plus 17 into 2 square, 2 square is 4, 4 into 17 is 68, 4 into -2 is -8 and -12, right? So therefore I can say f of -2 is equal to -48 plus 68 is 20, 20 minus 8 is 12, 12 minus 12 is 0, right? So as you can see, I found my value for a, for which the expression f of x becomes 0. So now understand, we've taken x is equal to -2, right? And which means if I had to turn it around, I could say x plus 2 is equal to 0, or in other words, x plus 2 becomes my factor, right? So if f of -2 is equal to 0, this implies that x plus 2 is a factor of f of x, right? So this is the first step, right? You first want to do in this kind of sum is to first figure out the figure out the first factor with the help of the factor theorem, right? And once we have our first factor down, the other factors can be found by the long division method, right? So now what I'm going to do is my divisor is x plus 2, right? And my dividend is up here, which is 6x cubed plus 17x squared plus 4x minus 12, right? The remaining factors have to be found by this long division method. Okay, so let's do that now. So remember, the highest powers have to be divided. 6x cubed upon x gives me 6x squared. 6x squared into the divisor, 6x squared into x gives me 6x cubed. 6x squared into plus 2 gives me plus 12x squared. Subtracting these two expressions, plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. The answer for that, now 6x cubed plus 6x cubed minus 6x cubed gets cancelled. 17x square minus 12x square gives me 5 x square, and I bring the remaining terms down, so plus 4x minus 12. Again, dividing the highest powers. 5x square upon x plus 5x, right? And 5x into x gives me 5x square. 5x into plus 2 makes it plus 10x. Again, subtracting the equations, so plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. Plus 5x squared minus 5x squared, cancelled. Plus 4 minus 10 is minus 6x minus 12. Let's use the green color for that. Minus 6x minus 12. Again, highest powers, so minus 6 divided by x is minus 6, and minus 6 into x will give me minus 6x, and minus 6 into plus 2 will give me minus 12. Again, subtracting these two expressions, minus becomes plus, and the net answer minus 6 plus x, 6x gets cancelled, minus 12 plus 12 gets cancelled, my remainder is 0 as expected. Now I can finally write my polynomial, which is 6x cube plus 17x square plus 4x minus 12 is equal to my divisor, which is x plus 2, into my quotient, which is 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. Right? Factorization is still not complete. As you can notice, this is a quadratic polynomial here that can be factorized further. So the first factor is x plus 2, a quadratic polynomial here. So 6 into 6 is 36, product 36, and the difference should be 5. So 6x squared plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. And that's the middle term that I've split, is equal to x plus 2. Between these two terms, I have 3x common. I'll be left in the bracket with 2x plus 3. Between these two terms, I have minus 2 common. I'll be left with 2x plus 3. Finally, I have x plus 3 as the first factor, 2x plus 3 as my second factor, and 3x minus 2 as my third factor. So therefore, this will be my answer statement here, that the polynomial 6x cubed plus 17x squared plus 4x minus 12 factorized completely is equal to x plus 3, 2x plus 3, and 3x minus 2. This here is my final answer.